So, not only are you the battery bad boy and the trusty news director at Komando.com, but is it true you are making the switch to all smart appliances?
Slowly but surely, yes.
Okay, so what do you
It's,
have what do you have that's like a really smart? Is it the refrigerator?
yeah, I'll get to the refrigerator, but one of the things I started with was the first real big purchase we made that was a smart appliance was 10 years ago, and it was an actual Samsung washer dryer smart set. It had a touch screen, like a built-in library to how to get out certain stains. It finally gave out, so we upgraded to this that you can see on the screen. That one is it's pretty cool. It's stackable as you see, but it's you can control it you can control both of them with a single dial, a
Oh,
lower dial, so you
nice.
don't have to reach all the way up to the
I
top.
can't I
So
can't see the brand. Is that a Samsung too?
it is. So kind of like it. You can it's got the app control. Basically, it's AI powered, so it supposedly learns and recommends your favorite wash cycles. You can create these custom favorites. They call them laundry recipes, which is kind of a weird word. I mean, you throw in a Tide Pod, make it a meal. I don't know, but it's yeah, it's weird. But you can create these settings for different types of clothes, temperature, speed, and you just send them to the washer or dryer from your phone, and then you go push the button to start it. So, um, but yeah, so 10 years off and on, I've mostly had smart washers and dryers. A couple of things when we moved into the house we're in now 3 years ago, we bought a smart oven range, which I don't know how much experience you have with those, but it's, you can somewhat control it with an app. Like you can tell it, you know, bake 400 degrees and send it to the oven. But when you have the gas version of it, like we have a gas range, you can't turn it on from the app. I mean, I kind of get the whole safety of natural gas,
Yeah,
trying to control it remotely.
seems like that would be a bad
So
idea. I'm in agreement with
it
that.
it kind of is. I mean, it's one thing that is nice though is you preheat, turn it 400, whatever. You walk away and go back to what you're doing, and then I'll get an alert on my Apple Watch that hey, it's done preheating. So I do really like that. Same thing with the washer and dryer. It always tells me on my watch when when a load is done washing or drying.
Okay,
So
so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Ben.
yeah,
Okay, so you get a little alert on your watch that says the load is done. Put it in the dryer. Okay. Now, how often do you ignore that alert?
I don't anymore. I don't anymore because I hate dealing with wrinkled piles of laundry.
Oh my gosh.
I'll get to it. And
You know
then 30
what?
minutes later, you're going, I'm going to have to put this through.
You're like, you know what? You're like the dream date. I mean, I hate doing laundry. I mean, so every woman who's watching right now going, maybe I need to get that for my husband so he will do the laundry.
I do that. Laundry has long been my job. So
Okay, all right,
Carrie
all
does
right. So it's
everything
Joe.
else, but laundry's mine. So
Okay, all right. Then
that's
we'll give you that. Okay, all right. So, all right. So I want to talk about the refrigerator, so we don't run out of time.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
so
no problem.
no, is the refrigerator the newest one? I didn't know. I'm just asking.
It is, aside from the Keurig Smart Coffee Maker, yes, the fridge is our latest,
Okay,
which we got about 3 months ago.
all right. So I see the little, I see the display. Obviously, is this the one that
Yeah.
shows you like what's on the inside and does it build the grocery list and all that other good stuff?
It can, yes. It has a camera that you can look inside the the fridge, which obviously if you're standing right there, you might as well just open the door. But you can see the camera from the app too. But it's a 21-inch touch screen. It's we use it. It's got Alexa built in, which is nice. Alexa, stop, because the one right next to me listened to what I just said. I can bring up my yeah, I know, I hate that. I can bring up
So
my
annoying.
Nest camera feeds. I can control the Nest thermostats. You can upload pictures. We customize the home screen. You can see there it's got like weather. It's got Google Calendar. It'll tell me like what games you're on, and the cameras. We also use it for grocery lists. You can push a tab for grocery lists. You can leave notes, adjust settings in the app like temperature and ice maker settings. Odd things about it though. It's the camera that's inside the fridge. That's just kind of weird. you'll see pop-ups like, the oven is preheated. Well, we know it's right next to where you're sitting. So it's in the same room. If you have a Samsung phone or if you have a tablet, you can stream YouTube and Netflix to it.
Oh, you
You
can?
can listen to music. Yeah. And you can listen to music. So like you can, Amazon Music, Spotify. I have to say, it's one of those weird things. Two weird things. My fridge has a 1.7 gigahertz processor. One of those things you just don't think you hear. And my fridge has pretty good speakers for what it is. It's like the Christmas lights a couple months ago. One of those things you never expected to have to say.
You know what?
Just
Yes. Yeah. It's like, well, I better check the screen, for my refrigerator. I mean, but it is,
yeah.
but, I kind of like the idea of having the app. I mean, I think that would be kind of a cool thing. I mean, what surprises you the most as you're using it? And also, I forgot to ask, how much is this thing?
If you get it on sale, which we try to buy all these things on sale. It's let me see, like an example of one north of 3,000. If depending on the cubic feet and like the type of doors and the type of material, you can get it in the 2,000s. But oftentimes, if you want the big one with all the features, and I'm talking about just the ones with the screen, they'll be around the $3,000 range.
That's expensive. But you're worth it. You like it. So now, what's the next appliance that you're going to buy? That's smart.
The next appliance, I can't see why we would need one like a microwave, but a dishwasher would, I guess, be nice. Kind of like the others, you get notified when it's, it's ready. Oh, don't forget to get the dishes out of the bay. But beyond that, I'm trying to think of what other smart appliance. You think of like the luxury. Oh, maybe you want a clothes steamer, like a full-on.
Yeah.
Put your nice dress shirts or your suits in there, and it'll have a smart assistant built in. So things like that I've thought about, but I think I've got the ones that I had on my list. I wanted that one. I wanted the fridge with the screen for lots of years, but couldn't justify it. And then when the old one finally gave out, like ice maker gave out, spilled water all over the floor, had some other issues. Okay, it was time to move on to the new ones. So.
Well, I think for the next tech refresh, I think, how we always do a review. You always do a review, rather. I think you should talk about the smart refrigerator. I mean, because I think that's something that kind of is like, welcome to the house of the future, type of thing. I mean, having the smart washer and dryer, that's one thing. The smart sprinkler system just makes sense. But because every one of us have a refrigerator, I mean, we all have one. We need one, right? And but I think we should talk about like your experiences with one, how it compares really in price. What if you didn't want to buy a new refrigerator? You could throw a camera on the inside, right? and look at it that way. And so, just watch the mold grow, in my case, in the vegetable drawer, but that's okay. And speaking of Tech Refresh, folks, if you're not getting Tech Refresh, Ben does an amazing job with the reviews every week. And Tech Refresh is what it is. I mean, it's tech and it's refresh. And, of course, there's the amazing Ali Seligman and our magnificent millennial Matthew Heffel is there. And, of course, our battery bad boy Ben is always there. And so we give out news and reviews, and now there's trivia and there's tips. Am I missing something, Ben?
No, all the good stuff. I mean, I love the tips because it's always something that's like so often personal to us and how it helps us in our own.
Yeah, that's true. Lives. And I think that is because it's like, oh, I just did this the other day. It's like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. So Tech Refresh, wherever you get your podcasts, just search for Komando with a K or search for Tech Refresh and make sure that you want to always rate and review us and give us a good 5-star rating. Ben, great job as always. And I think you should be looking at that smart dishwasher. I think that should be good.
I'll keep you posted.
All right.